Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Academy Answers. I think this is episode 12 or 13. Help me with that. Yeah, I think 13. Okay, so we are Academy Answers. We answer some of those pressing questions, some of the deeper questions that are generally common among most people, and if you have had the opportunity to lead people or to interact with a lot of people, you'll understand that our struggles all across the globe is pretty much not unique. It's usually fall within a general realm. There are the different aspects of life, and all of us struggle with that. By nature, as human beings, we are social animals. So we pretty much want relationship, we want freedom, we want happiness, we want to take care of our families, we want acceptance. We have the instinct to survive, the instinct to love, and those general things pretty much is the umbrella under which most of our issues fall. So we struggle with one of those categories more or less, you know, with, and some others too. So we try to answer those questions as we get from our blog, from our social media, from our emails, and just to shed some light and do it in an open space so that others can benefit from it. You may not necessarily want to write a question, you may not have the problem yet, but if I shed some light now, it might be of some value to you further down the road. It might be helpful with something you're going through, or you might know someone that's going through something and you would like to help them and you want to share it with them. So we're here to serve. That's our mission. We are here to uplift and empower people and inspire greatness in lives and just push people and motivate people to go for what they want and go for the dream. So this question is, what are the easy and quickest ways and tips to make me successful? And part of the problem with that is it's not that people are asking this or that people are not aware of what is going on or how difficult it is to take yourself to the next level. I think it's been sold a lot online with the internet and the reach of the internet these days, with people who want to sell programs and build followings and all different sort of things, where they, there's this trick and hack that they're selling you: 9 steps to this, 3 steps to that. Discover the fastest ways to get to wealth in no time, even if you're a newbie. Learn how to be happy, even if you have never, so there are this psychological content that is proven to get people to buy, to get people to click, like the use of numbers, 7 ways. That is usually powerful. Those are things that they have tested over the years that actually get results in terms of those who will visit their website or buy their products. And that is kind of what is happening when it comes on to people wanting short. Look, there is absolutely no shortcut. And if you find a shortcut, what will happen is you will lose it. It happened to me. You get there without having the capacity, without building the capacity, without going through the steps, without taking the road, without experiencing the journey. You get there, you're beamed there, and you are suddenly thinking that you can withstand and go through everything automatically, not knowing that you don't have a clue of how the stages go. And then when you are up in those echelons that you'd like to be, you realize that you need those skills. There's no success without failing. There's no success without going through the process. It will be short-lived. We have seen what money have done to people. It's a design. I heard one guy say success is a campaign. I was working on this talking to this guy about this ad that he was going to put out when they were doing print media back in the days when I was with this multinational franchise. And I was sitting in the marketing department and they were working out this ad. And what they were doing, they were actually making a plan to hit hard. They wanted a certain result and a certain growth in the brand. So they came up with a campaign. Meaning, there were billboards at strategic locations. There were television ads running in strategic time on strategic stations. There were radio ads. There were pamphlets. There were outside broadcasts. There were fun days. There were sponsorships. There were charitable events. There was a set of things and actions that they were determined to take, they had planned to take, drafted to take over a particular length of time. And that's what success is. You have to build that campaign to balance, to work, to plan, to just analyze, to take action over a specific time in different areas, in all areas of your life, and move it forward. That's how you become better. Not by a trick, not by a 7-step, not by a few principles, but by a campaign. Because a lot of it is heavily dependent on self-discipline, and self-discipline is a moving target. We all can notice that, we all see that some of the athletes, after they leave the Olympic podium, after they leave the field, we see what happened to their weight, we see what happened to their lives, because self-discipline is not something that you have in the bag done. It is something that you have to come up against all the days of your life, the decisions that you make. Would I do this or I don't do that? Because your brain is wired to take you to ease. Your brain is wired to bring you to a point where you're saying, okay, I'm relaxed, I'm chilling. That's what your default wiring is, to make you comfortable. Self-discipline is uncomfortable. So forget the tricks, forget the hacks, forget the 7, 6, 8, 9 steps. Know that I understand there are fundamental principles. Understand that you have to campaign your life on these principles. You have to campaign for success, and you have to do it for a considerable period of time. And Jim Rohn like to say, until. So you are willing and determined to do it until. And that's how it works. Not all these fancy stuff that you see being bandied about all the time. Have a good day. Always a pleasure coming to you. Thank you.